This is the Bengals Pulse, the heartbeat of our victorious Cincinnati Bengals.
Can't miss player. I really do. A lot of people think I'm crazy. I think when he gets on the field, he's going to produce. He's going to produce at a high level.
They are almost unbeatable in December and January.
We're on another level. Thank you.
And I am going to become the first Bengals broadcaster to call a Super Bowl title. It's happening.
Yes.
It's happening this year.
In a row, Mon. 10 in a row. Hooday, Bengal fans. He is Mon. Eric, I am Jake. This is the Bengals Pulse, the heartbeat of our Cincinnati Bengals. We have DJ Mon in the hizzy tonight. The new and improved DJ Mon. Mon, what are you spinning tonight? What records are you spinning tonight?
He's pointing to the crowd right now.
Next level chef. I'm watching Elise Jesse on Fox.
Oh,
she's on.
that.
She's on the show Top
Next Level Chef.
Next Level Chef. I guess they're doing a live show tonight at the Grill, and I just thought of it. The show started. I was watching hockey, and I switched over to that. So
Awesome.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, yes.
After she wins, Elise, please come
there
back.
she is right there. There she is right there. Okay.
Hey, she's in our intro, guys. She's in our intro. We made it.
Yeah.
Mom, we literally can only see behind you. There she is, guys. It's here.
She said she's in Mon's house. Can you believe it? I think after that episode, she's never coming to Mon's house.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you guys so much for joining us. We love you. We appreciate you. As always, guys, if you like this podcast, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We are here tonight. We're going to talk a little Trey Hendrickson. We're going to talk Mon's got some real cool PFF stuff as far as top 50 players at each position. We're going to do some free agency talk. But before we do all of that, guys, let's talk about the shittiest Super Bowl I think I have ever watched in my entire life.
Wait. You love defense. You love defense, Jake. That has to be the best Super Bowl that you've ever seen. You can't go and use the S word on that.
Listen, did you guys watch? Did you guys watch that Super Bowl and just think about how bad the AFC had to be this year for that Patriots team to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl? It's almost mind-numbing when you think about just how bad the AFC was, Mon. I don't know. I can't remember what we picked. I think you might have been closer with the score, but we were pretty damn close with the score, Mon. I think I said 38-10, and you might have said like 33-10. Like it was close.
I said 31-10. That was my prediction.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, I tell you, Seattle's defense is flat out nasty. I know some people are thinking the Patriots offense isn't all that, but Seattle's been consistent all year defensively. Of course, when they played the Rams put up a lot of points against them. Rams, an elite team. But that defense of Seattle is fast, just nasty, physical. I hope one day we can get there.
Yeah, you know, for me, as I'm watching the Super Bowl and I'm watching this terrible Patriots team play football, I think back to the Bengals-Patriots game this year. You know, the Bengals lose 26-20 against the Patriots. No Joe Burrow, no Jamar Chase. T. Higgins gets knocked out of the game. I go back and I think about that game, and, you know, the Patriots, they got there. I mean, there's nothing you can say about that. But they really didn't look good all year. I mean, they found ways to win, which you have to do in the NFL. But, you know, that was one of those games I think we look back as Bengal fans and say the Bengals should have won that football game without Burrow, without Chase, without Higgins on that final drive. The Bengals were, 45 seconds away from winning that football game. And it does. It just kind of goes to show you, listen, there's no doubt that for the Patriots, that corner, what's his name? Gonzalez? Is that the real good Patriots corner? Yeah, without Gonzalez, that's a 40-point win for the Seahawks. Anything that you were impressed about by the Super Bowl, Eric, besides the defenses, the quarterbacks, anything else that you were? And I mean, it really was offensively pretty bad.
I don't know. I was impressed by the lack of Jake Owens' take saying, "What's going on with this crappy defense?" That's, I mean, it was a great defensive performance, but it's nobody wants to watch defense. I know you guys say you want defense over and over and over and over again. It's not fun games to watch. It reminded me, some of maybe that Ravens Super Bowl, their first one that they won. Defense isn't exciting, especially in this day and age. Defense is not exciting because they don't go out and lay those big hits. It was a Super Bowl. The Bengals aren't in it. I don't give a crap. I don't. I'm sorry. And on top of that, it was boring. Let's move on. I don't know.
Hey, well, the good news is, guys, that the offseason officially starts now, right? We have the combine, we have free agency, we have the draft, we have OTAs, we have a lot of fun, interesting Bengals news that is going to be coming up here the next couple months. Sounds like the Bengals are going to spend a little bit of money, Mon. We're going to talk about where they could spend that money a little bit later in the show, but sounds like the Bengals might be spending some money this year. What do you think?
Yeah, if you read some of the prominent podcasters, beat writers, pundits that cover the Bengals, they think it's going to happen, and it has to. We can't have a repeat of the last 2 years. They have some young stars on defense, not enough of them though. So they need to bring in some vets that are going to come in and produce and help mentor them. And the talent level has to get better on that side of the ball. It just has to. They're not going to be Seattle Seahawks. They're not going to be Patriot defenses. But you know what? If they could get up to 17, 18 around that area, I think we'll be okay. I want to be better than average. Or some people just want us to be a little bit better. I want us to be middle of the pack if we can. Maybe that's a stretch, but they have to spend. I expect them to add 3, 4, 5 solid players. Maybe not elite, but solid players. It's going to make this team better.
Well, Eric, Mon, let's talk about one of those guys they could add, right? Trey Hendrickson. News coming out this week, guys, that is it possible that we tag Trey? I don't know. I want to get all of our takes on this because I don't know what I feel about this. I'm we've heard tag Trey and then trade him before the draft. Obviously, the Bengals have the opportunity to tag Trey. Eric, we'll go with you first. We have lost
by
Mon.
default. Mon's gone. He's off to spin his turntables.
What do you think, Eric? You think there is any possible world that we would live in where the Bengals sign Trey, or not sign him even? Let's just say tag him and trade him, or tag him and sign him. Any possibility of that? Eric, we'll go to you first.
Sorry.
You're good.
Well, welcome back. The Bengals have to tag Trey. You can't live in this world where you're planning to get a comp pick next year by letting him walk in free agencies. The Bengals have to tag Trey, and the reasons why are simple. One, if you let him walk in free agency, you have to go sign just as many people and equal out that contract, so you're not going to get a comp pick next year. So any compensation in the future has gone out the window. Trey, as long as if you tag him, you open up the door for negotiations with other teams. You then can go out there and talk to whoever you want and go get a 4th round pick for him. Somebody's going to offer a 4th round. Somebody wants Trey. Mon's shaking his head. He doesn't think so, but you got to get something for him. If you don't tag him, you get nothing. If we end up with a comp pick for Trey, then we royally failed this offseason because we didn't sign enough players. The other reason why it doesn't really pigeonhole the Bengals, people say if he calls your bluff, you tag him and he ends up playing on that, then you owe him the $34 million. Until Trey actually signs the tag, you can pull it back at any time. So if you tag him now and nobody wants him, you can rescind that tag as long as he hasn't signed it. I think it's a no-brainer. They have to do it. Mon, what do you think?
Eric. Now I respect your take. I do. Now here's
He's
the
gonna let me kick him out real quick.
Here's the problem. Bengals anywhere from $40 to $45 million in cap space. I know they have more, but you know how the Bengals operate. It's probably going to be about closer to 35 to 40 million in cap space. You allocate 30 million in a tag on Trey. You better trade him before free agency starts. You can put the tag on the next 2 weeks. You better do something before free agency. If $30 million is allocated to Trey, your money is dried up for free agents. They have to sign 3 or 4 quality players. And if they wait, we all know free agency is really 5 days. After 5 days, the rest of the guys, they're just dudes. Okay. The guys that are going to come in and make a difference is going to happen the first 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 days of free agency. There's always an outlier, somebody 2 weeks down the road. But a majority of the good players will sign in that first week. And if that money is there, they're still trying to make a deal to get a 3rd, 4th round pick for Trey. These guys are going to vanish. And guess what? We're going to have to roll with a lot of the same players over the last 2 years. And, buddy, we can't afford to do that in 2026.
I think this is definitely a double-edged sword, right, guys? Because I think you both make good points here. This is a great point counterpoint. Mon, did you ever see? I know Mon knows the SNL skit with Dan Aykroyd and I can't remember what her name is, but
Mon's all over the place today.
Mon is all over the place today.
It's out of the case. He's gone. He's out of the case.
Mon took it out of the case. Ooh. So let's because I think this is a good point counterpoint discussion. I think you both make really good points, Eric. I'll start with you first. I think you're right. I don't see how the Bengals don't get anything for Trey, right? I don't see how you let one of the top 5 pass rushers in the league just walk out your door. I don't understand how the Bengals in any possible universe could do something like that. It is going to cost, I think I saw the tag was about 29 million, something like that. But if you don't tag him and he just walks out the door, you're basically getting nothing for him. Now, Mon makes a good point as well, and that is that this team has to go out and get 4 or 5 impact players on defense this free agency. I don't think this is another year where we can look at the draft and say, okay, we're going to draft some of these young guys and get them ready for the season to start. We saw what that looked like with Shamar Stewart and Barrett Carter and Demetrius Knight. We had the worst defense in the NFL. We had the worst tackling defense in the NFL. We had the worst pass rushing defense in the NFL. So, I think this is a very interesting situation that the Bengals sit in. I'm going to say this. I don't think they tag him. I don't think they tag Trey. I think Trey walks, and I think we as Bengal fans are going to be scratching our heads like, how could you let Trey Hendrickson walk out your door? But I don't see a world where the Bengals can afford to tag Trey because it does dry up quite a bit of money. Go ahead, Eric.
So do you not see a world where there's a team out there that really wants Trey services? The Indianapolis Colts, of the Colts Pulse.
Of course. Are they going to give up, Eric? Are they going to give up what the Bengals, what they have to give up to get Trey? Let's not forget this year, when the whole trade discussion, Trey wanted to be traded, all that shit. It wasn't like people were throwing a bunch of draft compensation at the Bengals for Trey Hendrickson. He's 31 years old, coming off of an injury.
But you're an NFL GM. Your free agency is coming up. You got to give up a 4th round pick to get the opportunity to sign Trey Hendrickson for a deal of maybe $32 million a year. Is it not worth a 4th round pick to be able to sign him for $32 million a year versus going on the open market when he could get 40? I mean, we've seen these contracts go crazy the last couple of years, especially for star edge rushers. For a team that isn't as concerned about the age, does it not make sense for them to give up a fourth to save themselves $10 million in cap to have the exclusive rights to him? I just think there's at least one team that's going to want it. And the Bengals don't have to tag him and go out and search for that team. You know, the combine's coming up. They're going to be talking to these people. Someone can say, I want him. This is what I'll give you. Go tag him and negotiate that beforehand. I don't know if that's sketchy, but they do these things.
Eric, I just don't have faith in the Cincinnati Bengals tagging him and making a move to accumulate another pick quickly. The top free agents, the key players, that linebacker, that safety, that defensive lineman that we need, you know, that Kobe Bryant, those, you name them, you know.
Okay.
We're going to talk about some of them.
You don't have faith in them. I understand that. Should the Bengals do it?
I'm going to say, yeah, they should have. They should have done it last year.
Okay.
I know hindsight's 2020. I get it. Hindsight's 2020. But you're going to take up 90% of the cap space for potentially 2-3 weeks in the free agency, handcuffing your organization where you can't sign players. Now, hey, if they want to restructure Jamar's contract, they want to restructure Joe's contract, they want to cut some other players and free up another 15, 20 millions and walk and chew gum and do both, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Now, if he does leave and sign with the Ravens, if he does go to a team that we don't like, I get it, but we might get a third-round comp pick the next year.
That's another point of why you tag him. You want to control where he goes. You do not want him to go to the Ravens. You do not want him to go to the Steelers. Oh, my God, could you imagine him going to the Chiefs? I would throw up. I would throw up on camera. He cannot become a Chief. I want to pivot a little bit and ask a question because Fuzzy Balls has a super chat. Really appreciate the super chat, guys. We're going to get to Fuzzy Balls here first. And Fuzzy Balls brings up about Myles Murphy. And he says he would try and do a 3-year deal now with Myles Murphy, 12 to 12 and a half a year, lock him up through his 7th year. Tag would cost 14.6. He's put enough on film. The Bengals could get a future second or third for him. Do you guys think that having Myles Murphy and being able to start negotiating with him makes this a little bit different conversation than it was last year because we finally saw some positivity out of him and some production? Jake?
Yeah, first of all, Fuzzy, thank you as always, man. We really appreciate it. You know, we talked a little bit about this before. I think the Bengals need to try. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I just cannot believe I'm saying this. I think the Bengals need to try and lock Myles Murphy up. I think Myles Murphy has shown enough where I don't know 12 and a half per year. I don't know where he would land with that first contract. That first contract, meaning the first contract after the initial rookie one. I don't know where he would land money-wise, but I don't think I would throw a ton of money at him. But I do think Myles Murphy, I think the Bengals would be in their best interest to lock him up. I like the idea of locking him up now. Obviously, DJ Turner is another one, even Dax Hill. There's some guys on this roster right now that the Bengals, have the opportunity. They need to. It sounds like the Bengals have already talked to DJ Turner's agents about locking him up. So, I think you do have to be careful where the money goes. I think Myles Murphy has put enough on tape to get a second contract with the Bengals. I just don't know. I don't know what kind of money I would throw at him. I think that's really the question with Myles Murphy is how much are you going to invest in this guy when, yes, he looked good. He's starting to put it together. I just don't know how much money you throw at him right now, Mom.
Yeah, you mentioned 3 players, Hill, Turner, and Murphy. Thank you, Fuzzy Balls, for that $10. We really appreciate that super chat. Very kind of you. They need to sign 2 of those 3 in this offseason. I think it's essential. They've tried in the past. They tried with Jesse Bates 2 years before he left. They tried with T. Higgins 2 years before he finally agreed. They do this all the time. They don't succeed. They need to succeed this time. Don't lowball him. Make him a fair offer. That's a good question, Jake. I don't know what. He flashed the last 9 games of the season. I think he's trending up. I think he played really violent and fast. I think he has a future. I think out of the three that we mentioned, Turner, Hill, and him, I think he's number 3 in the list to resign. It'd be Turner and Hill for me right away.
I agree.
But yeah, Miles Murphy, pay him a fair contract by all means, because homegrown talent, we can't let him go. We can't let players we develop and draft and that are turning in the stars go off and be stars for other teams. Cincinnati Bengals can't do that. And I think Miles Murphy is going to be a star. So that's going to be something closely that they need to monitor. And I hope they've learned from past mistakes, and I hope they get at least 2 of those 3 guys signed this offseason.
Would it not be a mistake not to throw 13, 14 million at him, 15 million at him this year? Because if he has another year like he had, he's gonna get cash thrown at him.
I just don't know.
It's early for him is gonna benefit the Bengals.
I don't know, Eric. I don't know if he's put enough on tape for that kind of contract. I would be very happy if we were in the 8 to 10 million. I would be much happier with that. I think 13 to 15 is too much. I do. I don't know if he's put enough tape together. And I'm with Mon. I think DJ Turner and I think Dax Hill. I think those guys are 2 guys you have to lock up before you start talking to Miles Murphy, especially DJ Turner. You got to lock him.
Yeah, the 5th-year option for Miles Murphy is going to give him $13.6 million in 2027. You sign him to an extension now. You're rolling that 5th-year option in other years, and your cap cost isn't going to be as much. You can overpay a little bit now because you're rolling that 5th-year option into the other deals. You wait until that you're not going to be able to get the cap savings is going to be less.
Yeah.
PFF has, we're going to talk about, actually jumping ahead, Jake, you brought up a good point. Some of the top free agents in this free agency class, some of them are defensive ends. Trey Hendrickson is projected to get $21 million a year annual average now. Okay, he's going to get a big signing bonus, obviously. That's going to change that. But his annual average is going to be about $21 million a year. I think, Osai is going to get up to 10 to 11 million a year. I think Murphy should get something in between there, maybe 13 or 14. If he would take that, by all means do it. Because you know what? In a couple of years, $13 million for a defensive end that gives you 7 sacks is going to be a good deal. So I don't know. It's going to be something to monitor.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, we already talked about this before. I don't see Joseph Osai in stripes again.
No,
I don't think that's happening.
He had a good enough. It was a prove-it year for him. He's got David Mulligata. We've never done a deal with him other than this prove-it year. I think he put enough on tape for someone to throw some money at him. I don't see that happening either. Before we move to our next topic, though, we do have another super chat, so I'm going to throw that up so we can talk about it. It's kind of on where we're going with the free agency. G. Lou, thanks for the super chat here. G. Lou asks, how the new scouts will contribute. We talk about, usually at the end of the season, you talk about people you just hired, but G brings up a good point because we did bring in these 2 new scouts at the end of last year. So this is the first year where they've really contributing. Do you guys think that they're going to have an impact on the production that we've seen out of that scouting department over the last few years? Mon?
I think it will. It's not going to hurt. I think one of the guys is an analytic person that's crunching numbers, a PFF kind of guy. And it's not going to hurt. The big knock on the Bengals is not having enough eyes and scouts. And so they've added to it. They could add more, I think. And I think it's going to be a positive thing. I think there's a sense of urgency in that front office. Of course, I don't have any connections in the front office to tell me that, but I just, my gut tells me that there's a sense of urgency there. I think they know they screwed up last offseason. I think last March they took free agency off. They won't admit it, and I think they know it. They screwed up, and they screwed up this season, this 2025 season. They're not going to let that happen again. I think they're going to come in. They're going to be big spenders. I think they'll even add more to the scouting department after the draft. So I think the guys that they have there, those extra set of eyes, those extra voices are going to help.
Are you still going with your hot take that this is Duke's last draft?
I am. I will.
Okay.
I think an announcement will be made after the draft, and I think that one of the other 3 guys, Potts, Brown, one of them will take over, and I think they'll add to their front office with younger scouts, and the Bengals are going to move into the modern NFL when it comes to that.
No, Mon is doubling down. We are the world hope.
I think we have a better chance of seeing a Bigfoot fight unicorn in a cage match, but we'll see. I hope Mon's right.
As Mon serenades him in the back with the turntables.
Oh, gosh.
All right, let's get moving on. Mon's got some cool PFF stuff that he wants to show off. We're gonna talk the 50 best players at each position, right, Mon? Are you gonna give us some throw some facts at us, some monstrosities of stats here today?
5, 6, 7. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm counting.
He's counting.
Well, I think.
By the way, I do want
faster
to say
than Jake.
this. While Mon's counting, I do think the Bengals should tag Trey. I just don't think they will, but I think they should.
Yeah, they should restructure Burrow. They should roll some money into bonuses and move it around and do some cap gymnastics, but they won't.
They won't.
Go ahead, Mon.
I was counting this. The Bengals, there's 22 starters on an NFL team, 11 on defense, 11 on offense. We all know that. 12 of the 22 Bengals starters made the top 50 at their position. Okay? That sounds pretty promising, right? Actually, it's not. So let's go through it.
Actually, it's not.
Okay. PFF is PFF. Either you love them or you hate them. I respect them. I know they're not the answer at all. There's a lot of analytics sites out there. I subscribe to it. They give me a first responder discount, so I'm going to pump them up here. PFF, quarterback. Our great Joe Burrow, even though he was injured, he played enough games this year to qualify. He ranks, guess where do you think he ranks, guys, in the top 50?
Top 50 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
PFF
Per PFF. There's only one quarterback ahead of him. Only one.
Well, let's go PFF.
Two. I'm going to say
he is number 2.
Good job, Jake. Golden star.
Hang on. Let me just think about this for a minute. I'm going to say he's behind Josh Allen. Second. Josh Allen is first. Burrow is like at a 96, and Allen's like at a 96.8.
Okay, Ace and Zim are going to hate this. Matt Stafford is number 1.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Matt Stafford's number 1 at a 91.9 ranking. Joe Burrow comes in at 91.8. 91.8 games played. And our great Joe Burrow ranks number 2 per PFF.
Wait a minute. The last 2 years, Ace has told me how bad Matt Stafford is. He won the MVP this year. Top-rated quarterback. I don't know, Ace. We'll see. Go ahead.
I don't.
Josh Allen's number 3.
I don't think the argument's
number 3.
ever been that. It's been, dude's got your ring, Jake. Leave him alone. Dude's got your ring. He's got our ring.
I don't know.
I'm never going to worship Joe Montana.
I
will never worship Joe Montana. He's got our rings. Joe Montana has our rings. Matt Stafford has the other one. They suck. Let's move on.
Wide receivers.
Okay.
2 Bengal wide receivers made the top 50. I mean, that's not earth-shattering news here.
No.
Number 1 is, who do you think number 1 is? It's not one of our guys.
What?
I would say I'm going to say it's
oh, you're going Puka, aren't you?
JNS.
He's number 2.
Number 1 is
Eric. You said his name just now is number 1.
It's Puka.
Puka's number 1.
They're just like you guys. They are all over that Stafford glaze. Go ahead.
Yeah. Puka Nacua is number 1 at 96.1. Jackson Smith is number 2 at 92.9. Armand St. Brown is number 3 at 90.7. Our Jamar Chase is 90.1 at number 4 per PFF. And I don't agree with this one at all. But T. Higgins came in 18 at 80.1.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
I don't agree with that at all. I'm sorry, I don't. There's some really great wide receivers ahead of him, but I will take him any day over that group.
I think he's a top 10 receiver. I will
have Justin Jefferson ahead of him, Christian Watson, Stephon Diggs. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Jalen
Christian,
Waddle,
You can't have Stephon Diggs. ahead of him.
Devontae
He's-
Adams. Devontae Adams, good player.
yeah,
Terry
but Christian
McLaurin.
Watson? What the hell? Come on.
Yeah. Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Halfback. Okay. A Bengal made this list.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that.
Okay.
Good job.
He's
for
number.
Samaje.
Okay. Who's number one, guys? He played the Super Bowl MVP. Kenneth Walker. Okay, I didn't give you a chance.
Wow, he's number one.
Man,
Actually,
you're not
that's-
really doing good at this. Just quizzing us. You're giving us the answers.
I know.
Is
Mon-
that how all your
Listen.
students pass, Mon?
Listen,
Oh,
wouldn't you
I figured
love?
it
I
out.
am sitting here thinking, I wish Mon taught Algebra 1 when I was in high school, because it took me 3 years to pass it. If Mon was my teacher, I would have passed it
Yeah.
probably in one semester. He literally gives the answers. It's awesome.
I could assure you, I would never be your algebra teacher because I wouldn't know how to teach it. Okay. All right. Kenneth Walker's number one. I just so listen, shits and giggles. Who's number two? If you guys get this, I'll give you $1. I mean, there's no way you're gonna get this.
Oh, you don't think it's
Christian
that
McCaffrey.
obscure?
He didn't make the playoffs. He did not make the playoffs.
Oh wow.
Oh. Jimmy
I bet
Gibbs.
it's what's the running back from the Falcons?
Bijan Robinson?
Bijan Robinson.
He's
Not
number
Jahmyr
3.
Gibbs?
He's tied for 3.
That was a good
Is
guess,
it-
though. That was a good guess.
It's Devin Ache
Oh.
Oh.
from the
Chan.
Achan, whatever his name is.
Well, it's,
Okay.
yeah, you
Number
got
three,
it
this
right,
is-
but they call him
This
Achan.
is why I want everybody to understand something. Passing is cool. Passing is sexy. It's exciting. Why did the Seahawks win the Super Bowl? Kenneth Walker is number 1, and number 3 is Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah.
We
That's
all want
an
Charbonnet,
amazing
too.
1-2 punch. That's an amazing 1-2 punch.
Yeah, that's true.
The Seahawks had that. Okay, our guy came in at number 24. Chase Brown came in at the ranking of 75.1. That's pretty good for him out of 50, I think.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he's just going to keep on trending up. So we had a Bengal running back enter the top 50 by PFF.
That's wild. The Seahawks had the top 2 of the top 3. That's wild.
It is. It is. Okay, let's go to tight end.
No, we didn't have the top 50 tight end.
No way.
I'm actually stunned. I missed this one. We do per
Is it-
PFF.
Is it Drew
Noah
Sam?
Fant? Is he for the defensive points he
It's
gave
no
up?
way. There's no way it's Noah Fant. There's
No,
no
it's
way.
not.
He gave up all those defensive points, so that
Who do you think is number
pretty-
one?
Pretty good.
Number 1 tight
Tight
end,
end,
Yeah.
George
Per
Kittle.
PFF.
George Kittle.
It is. Good job.
Come on.
No dollar.
You didn't even give
Um,
us a chance to have you give us the answer.
I'm a little stunned by this because I'm a little mixed on this, but I cannot believe Cam Grandy made it. I'm joking, he didn't.
It's
my
Tanner
mistake.
Hudson, guys. It's T. Huddy.
I would if
Is
T
it
Huddy
Bruce-
made this list, I would cancel my PFF.
Is it
I
Drew
would cancel.
Sample?
No, it's
Oh,
Mike
It
Gesicki.
should be Drew
Mike
Sample.
Gesicki got.
Wait a
came in at
minute.
20.
Wait a minute. Why is T Huddy catching strays in this episode? Let's not do that to T Huddy.
It's
We're going to have
Gesicki. He came
a
in
Tanner
20.
Hudson episode where we have him on and Mon's not allowed. It's just
Yeah,
going to
Mon's
be
not
Jake
allowed.
and I raving about 87.
Where's Gesicki at?
He's number 20 on the list. He came in at 70.8.
Wow, that's surprising.
It is, and he had a lot of injuries, but I guess he's very productive. His blocking score is probably the worst out of the 50.
Thanks,
but
Fuzzy.
we know that. We know that. So,
Thank
but
you,
it is
Fuzzy.
what it is.
I
Who's
appreciate
number
that.
2 on the list? Brucey B's asking. I want to know too. Kelsey better not
Oh.
be anywhere on this list. Who's
Number two on that list is Dalton Kincaid.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm looking at this list and I'm having PTSD. Every one of these efforts destroyed us in a game.
Of course.
Colton Loveland, number 3. Okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not
Trey
number
McBride killed us, even though we killed that team. Kincaid
how
killed
was
us.
Trey McBride not number 1? Trey
I
McBride
don't know.
was like the number
He
1
was
tight
good.
end in the league this year. I'm starting
He
to.
was
This
good.
seems more like a Pro Bowl list.
Hey, Eric, put that last comment up from David. I like it.
Yeah, he does.
T Huddy owns Mon.
T. Huddy
All right.
gives no change to Mom.
Okay. Center. Who's the number 1 center in football per PFF?
Man, oh man. I'm gonna
He's gonna be a free
say
agent, the Ravens guy, Linderbaum.
is that right?
He's top 5.
Wow. I'm going to
Well,
say
I don't
Ted
know any other
Karras.
centers, so Ted Karras.
His team did
Matt
not
Lee.
make the
Matt
playoffs.
Lee. Everybody wants to tell us it's Matt Lee.
No, it's Creed Humphrey from Kansas City.
Oh,
But
great.
listen,
Hey,
Who we could have
Jennifer
drafted.
Boone. Hey, look at Jennifer.
Nice,
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Hey,
Creed
listen,
Humphrey.
I'm really stunned by this, but Ted Karras, very respectful, number 21 on this list. He's a veteran. We got him for another year. He's played well. So Ted Karras, 63.1. He's he's a top 25 NFL center per PFF. Guard. You guys ready with this one? I'm just gonna go right to where there is one.
Name all the
Bengal
guards that we didn't sign last year. Will Fry.
There's actually 2 Bengals on the list, which is a promising thing.
That is promising. I'm going to
Are
say
they left and right guards, or
it's got to be Dalton. It's got to be Dalton, and it's got to be
Fairchild?
It's got to be Fairchild, right?
Reisner made 25. He's a 25th rated guard in the NFL out of 50, and Fairchild's 48. So 2 Bengals made this list, which is good. There's 64 starting guards, so they're not the worst. But again, Jake, you mentioned it, I think, a few weeks ago. We're going to see a lot about the Bengals and how serious they are about this offseason. If they don't have Reisner signed before free agency, buddy, I don't know what's going on.
Well,
because
that's one thing we didn't even talk about earlier on in the show. I mean, we talked about who they need to extend, but Dalton Reisner has got to be at the top of the list. I would think. I mean, I would think he would already have been done. Like, I think it should be a done deal already, but I think he would be top priority before free agency starts.
Yeah, they need to get that done. He's ranked 25. Fairchild was 48. That's a good thing, and I think Fairchild's going to have a long career. He's going to get better. And I'm still not giving up on Jalen Rivers. He needs some more seasoning, get a little stronger, but they need Reisner at least 2 more years. I wasn't a Reisner guy. I was making fun of Bengal fans. I kept on talking about him for 3 years. Reisner. I'm sick and tired of hearing about Reisner. I'm glad he was there because he really solidified that offensive line. Tackle.
Yeah,
we
heard Mon say many, many times that
we have a lot of listeners. Our guy Brucey. We have a lot of listeners that are saying they think Mims is at least top 10.
Okay. Not this year. Okay. But Mims did make the list. All right. Who's number 1? It's easy. Remember we had the Civil War a couple years ago?
Yes.
It was between Chase and somebody else.
Yeah.
Peneisol's number 1. Mims came in at 40 per PFF.
What?
At a 67.6. I guess they think he still has some room to grow. I don't agree with that. I think he was much better than that. Mims is going to be our staple for 6-7 more years. He's going to be our next mega contract. After next year, the Bengals can't sign him to a big deal, and I expect that to happen.
That's crazy.
Where'd Orlando Brown rank?
I'm shocked
Top
by
50.
that.
He had a horrible year. I would say he would have been top 50 the prior year, but
that's really
not great.
That's not good, guys. That's not good if Orlando Brown is not in the top 50 tackles. Jesus.
He actually comes in at 60 because I'm only doing the top 50. I'm not going the top 100.
Yeah.
He came in at 60. Okay, let's go cornerback. You ready?
DJ Turner is definitely top 5.
He has to be, and he probably isn't because of the Bengals bias.
Technically, he is not. DJ Turner came in at 23.
Technically, that's way out of it. Technically.
But I will say this. If you go by coverage grades, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was top 6 in coverage grades. He was a 6th rated defensive back in coverage. But when it comes to run defense, that really knocked him down. I guess, he's not a very physical player in the run. He's a little slight. He's a little slight.
I can see that.
Yeah. But they had him top 6 when it comes to pass defense.
Okay, I can see that.
That's all I care about. I don't care about my corners tackling.
Yeah.
Yes, we need him to, but I'm going to grade him on.
Well, I care about our corners tackling when our safeties can't.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, and of course, Devin Weatherspoon came in number 1. We did have another cornerback join the list, and that's Dax Hill came in at 47. And
I was hoping you were going to say
they
Jalen Davis just so Jake could take one last. I was wrong.
I like Jalen Davis this year. I want to see him back, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know.
I will say this: Dax Hill and DJ Turner both have very high coverage grades. Okay, it's their run defense. They're, I get it, but Dax Hill to me is a little more physical than DJ Turner. But I still like what we got at cornerback. It's very promising. So they're very high on our corners. Safeties, guess where they rank?
How low they are.
How many? Seriously,
how many safeties are in the league?
How many is this out of?
Well, there are at least 64 starting safeties. Okay. None of the Bengal players made the top 50, but let me go.
Jordan Battle should be the highest ranked.
I'm going to say Geno Stone out of the 64 starting safeties is 64.
Okay, they have 91 safeties that played. Some of them played slot, so they ranked 91. Geno Stone came in 76 out of 91.
76. That's impressive.
And Jordan Battle came in 61.
Okay. Yeah. I would say
room for improvement.
I would say the Geno one should be more like 91, but I could see Jordan. I could see Jordan.
They ranked 90 of them. Geno Stone is 91.
Okay. You guys ready? Here's a big one.
That's good, Eric. That's good.
Linebacker.
Okay. This is going to be
linebacker. Nobody made the top 50.
Really? I'm shocked.
Not even Logan.
Nobody. And I'm looking top 100. Okay, Demetrius Knight came in at 82.
82?
Okay. 82. Oh. And let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything else. And they do have 88 linebackers listed. And coming in at 85 is Barrett Carter. And coming in at 88 is Oren Burks.
How concerning is it that Barrett Carter was that bad, and yet they liked him so much that they gave him the green dot? Like, that's what concerns me. You could draft a crappy player, but to be all in on him and just fall in love with him, it's like, what the hell, guys? Are you that bad of talent evaluators?
I don't know.
You think that guy is good?
David is on tonight, though. Eric's catching strays now.
Listen, I will take him out. I was tempted to jump from my seats in one of those games, run down, and get the 15-yard penalty, save a touchdown.
You would at least run into the
I'm squaring up, and I'm taking him out. I don't care. Hip drop tackle, whatever I got to do. Give him the 15. Lose my season tickets. Bengals are not giving up a touchdown.
Out of 88 linebackers. Out of 88 linebackers.
Oh my God.
The Bengals came in at 82, 85, and 88.
That's so bad, man. I can't even laugh about that.
I'm wheezing right now. I'm laughing. I'm wheezing.
It's disgusting. Like, we laugh about it because it is. Well, let's be real. It's funny because, we talk about this front office and Al Golden and all this shit that we dealt with this year, and the Bengals again. They put this defense in the hands of two rookie linebackers that had no business being on the field at any time. It's just, it pisses me off. Like, that's bad. That's so embarrassing. That alone, again, I don't want to go back to this, but that alone should have got somebody fired. Like, that alone should have got somebody fired. I don't know who. I don't think the Bengals know who, but that alone should have got somebody fired. That's terrible.
We got two more spots here, but this is going to be a good debate here. This is interior defensive line, top 50. One Bengal made the top 50, and it's pretty respectful, guys. BJ Hill came in at 34, and they gave him a 68 rating. He's, they go by color also. Green all the way across is pretty solid. A lot of people, including myself, I think we can do better there. This might be a player. We need to be careful what we wish for, because if he's a pretty solid guy. I think we need to bring in another player close to his level.
I want to see BJ Hill back. I like BJ Hill.
BJ Hill might be one of those guys that we got to keep because, he is who he is. He's not elite, but he's a good player.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see top 100 where, they go all the way up to 150. Okay, Chris Jenkins came in at 83. And, wow, 150 defensive tackles.
You can't find Slayton there? He's got to be better.
Slayton came in at 112. Got to get better there, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
Edge defenders. Here's something that I'm sorry I don't agree with. We just talked about him for about 15 minutes at the start of the show. Trey Hendrickson played 5 games. Did he play 5 or 6?
He played 6.
Maybe 5.5. He went out that Jets game at the half.
Yeah.
Those 5 games are pretty dramatic. Those 5 games were great because they still have him top 15 player. He's number 11 on the list. So it shows you what kind of player he is. When he plays, he's productive.
Oh, that's just his productive play. Real quick, Mark wants to know about DJ Reader. Where did he come in real quick for the
everybody's all in on a reunion with DJ Reader, which I think locker room wise it's great, but has his play fallen off?
I'm looking him up right now, guys. DJ Reader came in 35, right behind BJ Hill.
Ahead? I thought you said BJ Hill was 36.
BJ Hill's 34, DJ Reader 35. That'd be a great platoon system.
Joshua says
before, didn't it?
Trey played. Josh was right. Trey played like 6.5, but he played because of that Jets game.
So you're saying he played 6-7 games? There you go.
Okay, so Trey came in 11th. Okay, top 50. He's the only Bengal defensive end in the top 50. Let's go top 100. Miles Murphy came in 68. Joseph Hasai 70.
Where's Shamar coming at?
I'm going to tell you right here.
The blue tent.
Shamar came in 119.
He had 3 tackles.
They only rate 119, so he came in dead last.
Oh, did he? Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, so
I
don't know.
You really know how to close a Thursday night on a positive note here, Mon. Maybe you should have gone to Burrow last, so we could at least feel like we got to play.
Mon. I think I agree, Eric. I think Mon started off at the top and worked his way down. Now I'm really depressed.
Everybody wants bad news
Let's
first.
Fix it.
News at the
Let's
end.
fix it. Let's go the top 10 defensive players in this draft. And, they obviously any one of these guys would help the Bengals because we just listed some of the issues we've had with our rankings with defensive production. So we could talk top 10 PFF defensive players and this upcoming free agent and what their contracts will look like. You want to do that?
We've got 12 minutes max.
Yes.
Okay, give us the list and we'll tell you who we're going to sign. In a perfect world, we'll just sign all 10.
Okay, let me
go through the list.
I think we agree on this, right? So we know linebacker and safety, obviously the 2 worst positions on the field for the Bengals, not even close. I'm going to say the Bengals draft a safety high, and I'm going to say they go out and get one of the top linebackers in free agency.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
We know Trey Hendrickson. We talked about him. We know some of the Bengals' problems. We just talked about linebacker. Linebacker, Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd is a Jaguar. They project him making $16 million a year. I think he's going to be a little too pricey for the Bengals, but that's somebody that could definitely make that Bengal defense better. Adope Owe is projected to make $19 million a year. Defensive end. I don't know if the Bengals are going to go there. Here's somebody that I just read
He's
about
a
today.
Mulligetta. I think he's a Mulligetta. I think I read that he's a Mulligetta guy.
Is he? Okay.
They were talking about. I think they were talking about it on Twitter about the Bengals have no chance of getting him because he's a Mulligetta guy. I can't remember though.
Now here's somebody that I saw actually an NFL insider. I think what's his name? Maybe it wasn't Palmer. I don't know, Garofalo, Garlo, whatever.
Yeah,
Garofalo. Yeah, Garoppolo's an actor, I think. I don't know, but he was an NFL insider, and he said the Bengals are going to be spending a lot of money.
Garofalo.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. He's not coming on. Damn it.
He's a nice fella. He's a handsome fella. Okay, I think. Hey, the way things went last year, I don't think Hobson or anybody's coming on. The meltdowns we had about the organization, they're probably blacklisted.
I'm trying. I'm getting ghosted a lot here, Mon. So
have you really been trying? Oh my gosh,
it's all Mon's fault.
No, it's not. Okay, I dropped an F-bomb about you know who. Okay, but Jalen Phillips has been talked about. The national beat writer said, look for the Bengals to potentially target him. They have him making $15 million a year. He's a defensive end that played for the Dolphins for years. I think it was a Miami Hurricane. He was traded. Who did they trade him to? To Philadelphia, I think. Yeah, he went to the Eagles. Yes. I think he's a free agent. Here's another guy, Brian Cook, that was mentioned also in that article. $12 million a year, safety.
Yeah.
Potentially. I think the Bengals, I could see that. Absolutely.
He's a Cincinnati guy too, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess one of his teammates, Jalen Watson, is projected to make $15 million a year. He's a cornerback. I don't see the Bengals shopping there. They got good corners. They're going to try to sign their guys. Cam Curl is another safety. I mentioned him the other day. Zim was really big on him when he was a Commander, went to the Rams. They project him to make about $8.5, $9 million a year. I could see the Bengals going after him potentially. Cam Curl or Brian Cook would be a home run to me. That would just really make our defense so much better.
And Caleb Downs at 10.
And didn't we go after we could have gotten Cam Curl, but we got Geno Stone. I think we were negotiating with both of them.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously the Rams.
I think reported.
Yeah, the Rams offered a little bit more. There's Devin Bush, played for the Browns this year, was a Pittsburgh Steelers draft pick. He's starting to turn his career around. They expect him to make up to $12 million a year this year, so he's going to be wanted. I would love, to me, if the Bengals go big game hunting, go get the linebacker from the Jaguars. He's a difference maker. He's the Bengals need that. They need a nasty guy. They need an athletic guy, somebody that's going to hit somebody. I don't think the Bengals have that guy yet.
No.
And I would love to see that. Him and Brian Cook, that would be a very successful offseason.
Yeah, we need a something like that to go back to what we did with Trey and DJ Reader. You go pay a guy, bring him in, and let him be the heartbeat of your defense. As before we get out of here, we do have a couple more super chats that we didn't get to. I think Fuzzy Ball's tying the bow on Miles Murphy being 24, ascending and healthy. I don't think any of us will disagree. That's why wrap him up now. You got a young guy that's starting to perform, developing in the system. Give him another year with Jerry Montgomery and many years with Jerry Montgomery. I think you might have your guy in the building and get him on a good deal. And then we got KP from KC saying the Bengals need to pull out the black Amex card and get some players or else. They have to get something for Trey. They received nothing for Bates, and they traded Mixon. That's my thing. You're gonna lose. If this offseason works the way we need it to, we have to sign a bunch of players, which throws your comp pick out the window, and you will get nothing in for return for Trey. Tag him, get something, move on. Any final thoughts before we get out of here, guys? I know we're gonna. Mon had some other stuff queued up. I think next week we'll jump into those top free agents and really dive into it, maybe, and get a little bit more detailed into there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll send you this list. There's PFF has top 250 free agents. We can maybe go through it. The Bengals are going to sign 3 or 4 guys. I'm not being a homer here. I really think they're going to sign good quality players. And this website's going to give us a lot of data on them. But
didn't we
there's some
break
guys
it down
here
that we need 12 new starters?
Uh, I think we said. Well, I think we said. At least 9. Oh yeah, it was 12 that we weren't bringing back, but I think it's 9.
I think it was often. Yeah. Offensive defense.
Yeah.
Basically the whole defense, except for DJ Turner and
DJ.
But Jay, you know this, you're a football coach. I mean, I know it's high school level and everything like that, but when you improve the talent around these guys that are ranked 60 in PFF and 70 and all that, their numbers are going to go up because guess what? They're not having to do more. They're not having to reach. They're going to go out and play. I think they'll be more productive if they improve the talent base at every level. I think some of these other guys are going to benefit from it.
Well, look, when you talk about defense, guys, you know, you read the PFF rankings here. We basically had the worst linebacking core in all of football, and it wasn't even close. I mean, 88 guys, and we had our 3 guys, our 2 starters and our 1 rotational guy were in the top, were, 82, 85, and 88. When you don't have linebackers on defense, it can throw off the entire defense. Yep. So that's my point. What I said earlier is, the Bengals going into last season operating that these rookies were going to come in and play at a championship level is just absolutely stupid and ignorant to think that. And numbers don't lie. I mean, whether you're a PFF person or not, if you watched Bengal games, you know that we had the worst linebacking core in the NFL. So what I'm saying to you, Mon, is yes, you are 100% right. When you don't have a linebacker on your roster, your whole defense is going to just be absolutely atrocious, and the Bengals proved that this year.
We got to get out of here, but I want to throw this curveball at you guys because Fuzzy Ball says throw a comment out there. Would each of you answer separately? Would you trade Trey Hendrickson in the 10th pick for Max Crosby?
Yes.
Oh, Jake would.
Yes. And the 10th pick? No way.
Yep. Tomorrow.
That's an instant production young player.
Tomorrow. Let me tell you right now, if you put Max Crosby on the other side of Miles Murphy, you're cooking. Yes, 100%. There's nobody in this draft better than Max Crosby. 100%.
Love it.
I'm going to say no. I want to draft. I want to keep my number 10 pick, and I want to spend money, go out and get Jalen Phillips, somebody else. That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
F them picks. Let's win a freaking Super Bowl. Get out of here.
Mon, we're going to mess the pick up anyways. We might as well trade
Hey,
it.
Mark's talking. A second rounder and Trey, absolutely. Second rounder and Trey, make it happen.
Hey, let's get the negotiations on. But
I would much rather have Max Crosby at 10 than another Shamar Stewart.
Listen, yeah, I'm all in for the trade because you know what? Jake's going to be very mad because I'm taking Jeremiah Love just because. Give me damn points. Give me damn points.
Listen, hey guys, I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be one hell of a debate.
It is.
If Love is there at 10, I'm telling you right now, that's going to be a debate. Jake is going to have the monumental breakdown.
This is where the Bengals.
Oh my God!
The Bengals. The reason that we're in this situation is the Bengals pigeonhole themselves every goddamn year. They pigeonhole themselves. Apologize. They pigeonhole themselves into taking position of need. Take the best player every time, and you will be back in the Super Bowl, and you will win the Super Bowl this time.
What if that best player is an offensive tackle?
Take him.
10. Jake's going to have a meltdown. Dude, draft night's going to be the best.
Have you guys watched – did you guys watch the defense this year? Are you out of your mind?
If you take the best player every year, you would have never been in this spot.
Jake,
fix it in free agency.
If an offensive lineman's ranked 7 in the draft and he's there at 10 and we draft the number 19 defensive tackle, you got to take the number 7 guy. Mon, listen.
In any other situational year, yes, you do that. The Bengals are not in that position this year. We just went over, our best defensive player on this roster was 24th in the NFL at his position, and he was by far the best player on defense. I'm not counting Trey Hendrickson. DJ Turner was the best player on our defense this year, and he was 24th at his position. You do not take an offensive lineman. I will crash if it's an offensive
Jake and Eric, I am older than you, and I have wisdom.
A lot.
Wisdom, you both lack. You got to take BPA.
I'm agreeing, Mon. That was my point. Don't say I'm dumb. I'm the one that brought this up.
Whoa. G. Dan, dumb, calm down, man.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, gee golly willikers, Jake, get us the heck out of here.
Thanks for coming back out of here. You're on loan from Colts Pulse. Thanks.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. As always, if you like this podcast, make sure you like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Make sure you check us out on all the awesome podcast platforms, Apple, Stitcher, and Spotify. As always, you can follow DJ Mon on Twitter at the Fire Mon.
Spinning them sick beats.
You can follow me on Twitter at Coach Jake Owens 9. What'd you say?
The headphones are nice. You guys, I've never sound crisper. You guys sound like real people.
Listen, we're saying that it's DJ Mon, but it's probably like Kansas playing in those headphones. That's
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Kansas. Get out of here. What's wrong with you?
a little
John Denver. If you're gonna go with John Denver, then
Wayward Son. Wayward Son. Mon's spinning some Wayward Son tonight.
That's one of my all-time favorite rock songs. It really is.
Mine too. Let's go.
It is.
You can follow me on Twitter at Coach Jake Owens 9. Follow Eric on Twitter at eFlash with 2 H's 88. Follow the Wednesday Podcast Network on Twitter at Wednesday Pod. And as always, guys, please follow the Bengals Pulse on Twitter at the Bengals Pulse. The same on Instagram and TikTok without the the Bengals Pulse. As always, guys, if you like this podcast, please give us that 5-star review. We very much appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We love you. We appreciate you. Listen, I know we're going to talk more free agency. I promise you next week it will be all free agency, all the free agency you can handle. Make sure you join us next week. He is Mon, Eric. I am Jake. This is the Bengals Pulse. Hoo day, Bengal fans. See you next week.